Welcome back. The Wake County Commission for Women recently presented its State of the Employment for Women report to the Board of Commissioners during one of its recent board meetings. The 31-page report consists of 4 months worth of research that was compiled to gather accurate and valuable insight into the issues facing women in the Wake County workforce today. Joining us to discuss the report and its implications is the study's co-author, Jackie Terry Hughes, and Commissioner Caroline Sullivan. Thank you both for being here. What are some of the specific goals and objectives in presenting and really researching such an important document?
So this was a report that was requested by Commissioner Sullivan to basically hone in some of the issues affecting women in Wake County in the workforce. And what our commission sought out to do was not only to identify the plethora of issues out there that affect women every day in terms of trying to get better paying or even a job itself, but something that the Board of Commissioners can actually handle and policy implications and things that they can actually do something about. So the report sort of honed in on specific items that we researched and found actually applicable to women of Wake County that we can present to this Board of Commissioners where they can actually put their hands around it and effectuate some change.
Can you share some of the report's findings?
What the report was looking at is, number one, what are the disparities, if there are any, between the salaries of women and men across the educational spectrum? And also, what sorts of barriers are women finding that are standing in their way of reaching their full potential? Women are 51.3% of the population in Wake County. Most women work. 2/3 of all families rely on a woman's income to be able to make the family work. So we were looking at what sorts of barriers are there that are keeping women back, and maybe how can we help eliminate some of those.
And based on the results of the report, what recommendations did you make to the board?
Well, we made a number of recommendations, actually. Probably the most important, I think, is the appointment of a task force of specialists out there that know and have experience in the various different aspects and recommendations we've made, from child care to workforce development to educational attainment for women. That was a big issue that we highlighted in our report, and we identified something like 79,000 women have a high school degree or less, and half of those women are living at or below poverty level, which is absolutely atrocious. And so we think the Wake County Board of Commissioners can work as a way of example to develop more college-based programs. We have a ton of GED programs that are effective out there. Why don't we add a layer of college programming so these women that may just have a high school degree or less can start working themselves up, because we know that there's a direct correlation between education and income level, and that's what we really want to address. And
Commissioner Sullivan, as a member of the board and receiving this report, obviously this task force could really bring about some great ideas and insights into the issues affecting women in Wake County. Can you elaborate on the work that is needed in moving forward?
Yes. Well, let me first highlight on some of the data points that we found in the study. There is discrepancy on income between men and women across all of the educational attainment spectrum. So if you look at a woman who in Wake County who has had less than a high school diploma, her average salary will be $12,811 versus her male counterpart with the same educational level of $18,993. That is an enormous discrepancy. That puts the woman below the poverty line. That means that that woman, if she has children, will have children also in poverty. And to echo what Jackie was saying, this is incredibly important. We know that children who are born into poverty have far more barriers throughout their lives from a health standpoint, an education standpoint, and then finally success in the adult world. So we need to be very conscious of getting the word out to young women that dropping out of high school is a very dangerous choice for them throughout their lives, and that the difference between what a woman makes and a man makes without a high school degree is substantial.
And what resources are available for those interested in finding out more about the report or more about the Commission for Women?
Well, if you go to the Wake government website and put in Wake County Commission for Women, that will take you to the Commission's particular link, and in that link is the entirety of this report with the appendices of the survey and the like. And if anyone has any questions or follow-up or interest in following the course of what happens next, then please just send the Wake County Commission for Women an email, and we will certainly be happy to work with whoever would like to volunteer on this big task to sort of take this the next step.
Commissioner Caroline Sullivan and Jackie Terry Hughes, one of the co-authors of the study, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
When we return, we'll talk about what's being done to provide resources here in Wake County for women who are homeless. Stay tuned.